multiple mixtapes. I see that I'm not the only one going through heartbreak, and heartbreak is a part of life, and it does happen. Well, make a song about it, instead of holding it all into yourself and keeping it to yourself. Why don't you just get it out in your music, get it out in your instruments, get it out on a piece of paper? Because anything that's jotted down is a real goal, not the one you talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it gave me a creative outlet to do the intense, the anger, the joy and despair that I felt. That was used for my inspiration, to actually sit there and drop it in the studio, to have enough guts to speak about it. And I know that one song, Let's Fuck, is looked at because of the word, as I'm talking about that. But if you listen to the song, and if you got ears to have an inspirational ear instead of judging it by what it says, you might get some insight on how you really should treat a person that think they a player and think that they can sleep on you and good stuff like that. So yeah, you gonna learn today. That's pretty much what it was. And so it also offered opportunities for social connection. When I started this podcast, I had no idea that I would meet all of you. But I have a great social connection and a great community based on my music, based on what I've been talking about on these blogs, and based on just having a great connection, because music does bring people together. And it also provided a purpose. I hate doing anything nowadays when I didn't understand that back in the day, that everything has a purpose. Find your purpose in what you're doing and go from there. And it provided a great deal of hope for me. It provided a way for me to write better songs and to commit to not giving up, putting it on the fact that the boost of the booster was the fact that I love singing, I love music, and I love radio. So why don't we take a purpose and create it for all of us to enjoy? And that's pretty much what most of us are looking for. And then it put me in a driver's seat to have some type of control. I don't know about you, but I don't like not having control over my circumstances. So making music for me was a chance to have absolute control of the lyrics, craft the chord progressions, selecting the instrumentation, hammer out the percussion parts and bass lines. You have no idea how much work it takes, but it's also good quality work. And I'm in the driver's seat, and I can be creative as I want to be. And I can be even more creative now that I have my own studio in Band Lab. Now I'm doing commercials for people, and I'm really, reaching out and not making it all about me, because I'm not that type of person anyway. And it was a great idea. So without further ado, let's get some EDU in our live show. 5 ways music creation supports mental health. We're going to find that at blog.reverbnation.com/2022/music-creation-supports-mental-health. Mental health is a huge deal, but you probably already knew that as a musician. Professional musicians are especially prone to mental health problems, whether it's feeling isolated and depressed on tour or experiencing major anxiety because of financial problems. The good news is that the act of creating and sharing music delivers some powerful benefits that can support your mental health. Helps process difficult experiences. When musicians go through tough times, they have the benefit of having new experiences to write about. Whether you're contending with a serious illness, a nasty breakup, or depression, creating music can be a deeply therapeutic action that elevates pain and provides understanding. If you're a feeling, breathing human being, life's woes are inevitable. There's a lot that's out of your control, but how you respond to challenges is something you have a say over. Processing difficult experiences through music is a healthy strategy that can support your mental health during trying times. Provides a creative outlet. If you're a serious musician, it can be easy to forget that much of the non-musical world doesn't have access to creative outlets. When you create, perform, and share your music, you have the benefit of putting your emotional energy to good use. Intense anger, joy, despair, and every feeling in between provide phenomenal inspiration for songs. And if you're skeptical of this, just listen to your favorite songs and pay attention to the emotions they express. Offers opportunities for social connection. Chronic loneliness is one of the biggest problems facing modern society. People tend to have less opportunities to connect with one another as they age, especially in the age of remote work screens and pandemics. Music is a great excuse to get out of the house and connect with other human beings, whether it's weekly band practice or performing live. Even if you create from home alone and collaborate with other musicians from time to time, you're still connecting with other people in meaningful ways. Social connection isn't the focus of music creation, obviously, but it's something that can be massively improve your mental health, whether you play in a band for fun or are a professional songwriter. Easily send email and social media messages to your friends from one convenient place with fan reach. Provides purpose. Music gives people something to do. That might not seem like a big deal, but it is. Lots of people float through life with no real interest or purpose, but musicians don't have that issue. Your mental health will be in a better spot if you have hope in your life, and music provides a great deal of hope. There's always a chance to write a better song, put on a better performance, or create a better album. The pursuit of music truly is endless, and there's really no limit to what you can accomplish if you commit to not giving up. Plus, there really is a chance your songs can help the people who listen to them, whether you're completely unknown or a famous musician. Music is a lifeline for people suffering through life's toughest moments. You always hear people talk about the music they listen to when grieving over death or surviving their teens. Your music could be the inspiring and empathetic soundtrack during the most important moments of someone's life. Put you in the driver's seat. Many mental health issues come down to a person feeling they have no control over their circumstances. Making music is a chance for you to be in absolute control of whatever you make. You write the lyrics, craft the chord progressions, select the instrumentation, hammer out the percussion parts and bass lines. You don't have to have a say over almost everything happening in the world, but when you create and perform, you're in the driver's seat, and this can be hugely empowering if you struggle with mental health issues. Music is also something that can be completely yours, even if you're young and inexperienced or older with a non-musical career. If you're reading this, you probably love creating and performing music and also already experienced the mental health benefits that come along with them. In a time when so many people are struggling with depression, anxiety, and a plethora of other mental health issues, making music is a huge asset no matter your age, experience level, and background. Patrick McGuire is a writer, musician, and human man. He lives nowhere in particular, creates music under the name Straight White Teeth, and has a great affinity for dogs and putting his hands in his pockets, and that is our EDU for our live show. Yes, indeed. But we gonna get the second half with the fellas. Up next, we got some R.E.D. and some TOHP and maybe some old Brother Rob. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Drazy, CEO, DJ, and programmer for Dre's Radio Cafe. You got a banging cut that you want to be heard? Got a show coming up? A gig? You want to sell some products? You name it. Send it to Dre's Radio Cafe. Dre's Radio Cafe is a 24/7 internet radio station designed with you in mind. By being heard by 150,000 listeners every month. What does that mean to you? That means more than just going to YouTube, more than just going to Google, more than just having SoundCloud up, more than just having any of the other programs set up, alright? So check this out. What I want you to do is send your banging cuts, your ads, anything that you have involved that you want to get involved with to drezey21@yahoo.com. That's drezey21@yahoo.com. That's Dre's Radio Cafe, 24/7 radio, designed with you in mind. What y'all sipping on? Let's go.
This is your award-winning indie artist, Larry D. Edwards. For the new year 2022, we are kicking it with Boss Lady Radio, award-winning podcast radio station blowing up worldwide. Boss Lady, drop that ish.
We got that So Incredible, one of my favorites by Larry D. Edwards. Let's get it, y'all.
Oh yeah. I ain't no thug. I don't flash no ice. Don't push no legs. Try hard not to flash. I don't make six figures. I'm living check to check. Hope I've answered any questions that you may have. No, I don't know what you're looking for. Don't know if I'd be the one that you'd adore. No, I'm not a fly guy, maybe not a perfect guy, but I can say at least I'm a real guy. If you could just see me and what's on the inside of me, there's beauty to know. Beauty to know. 'Cause I'm just an average brother. This you see. But if you look deeper, girl, like no other average brother. This you see. But if you look deeper, girl, like no other. Can't wine and dine you. Can't buy your fancy things. Can't buy your mink coats and bless your fingers with $1,000 rocks or rings. I'm just a two-job juggling, everyday struggling brother who's hustling. I hope you understand, I'm a simple man. No, I don't know what you're looking for. Don't know if I'd be the one that you'd adore. No, I'm not a fly guy, maybe not a perfect guy, but I can say at least I'm a real guy. But if you can just see me and what's on the inside of me, there's beauty to know. Beauty to know. Average brother, yes you see. But if you look deeper, girl, just look like no other. Average brother, yes you see. But if you look deeper, girl, like no other. Average brother, this you see. But if you look deeper, girl, like no other. Your average brother. For me, oh yes, I'm your average brother. Whoa, average brother, it's you see. Oh yeah.
Yo, man, I heard there's a rumor going around about this dude named Noriega the King, man. I heard that he made beats with one hand. People think that he a rapper. He ain't no rapper, man. This dude making beats with one hand?
Ooh, what's this right here, bro?
Out.
Let me listen to this. One hand, deuce. Struggle. Yeah. One hand, deuce. Yeah. Struggle. One hand, deuce. One hand, producer. Struggle. One hand, deuce. One hand, deuce. This is a story